Good afternoon and welcome to another packed edition of Trishas Late Lunch with me, Trisha Hennessy. Today we'll be chatting to local man Dick Jaws about his experience learning the ancient Japanese sport of turtle herding. But my first guest needs no introduction, particularly to the ladies in the audience. It's 70s heartthrob, it's Dickie Saint-Moritz. Dickie, it's great to finally meet you. My mother was a huge fan of yours.
Yes, well, love, it's great to be back here in Northern Ireland. That's where the haggis comes from, right?
No, that's Scotland, and it's Trisha. Dick. The first time now the public saw you was in the 1976 final of the popular talent show Opportunity Rings. Since then, your career has had its ups and its downs.
Yeah, that's right, Petal, because I remember playing the harmonica on that, some Mozart.
Oh, really? Which piece?
Oh, it's something called Anna Klein's Night Music, but I have no idea who Anna Klein was, though.
Right. You came second place on that show, which was a big shock at the time, especially losing out to the Beach Boys tribute band from France.
That's right, Les Garçons de la Plage. Great bunch of lads, a great act. It was a pity about Serge, the lead singer's accident.
Oh yes, what a tragedy. I understand you were there when the accident occurred.
Yes, it was during the promotion for their debut single, French Onions, a take on Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs that the accident happened. Serge, the poor bloke, was crushed by 2 tons of garlic when the container ropes gave way.
There were rumours though at the time, some even suggesting that you might have been involved, angry that you maybe lost out to them in the final.
You're leading me down a dark alley here. The courts have dealt with that, and I've been cleared of any wrongdoing. I just happened to be standing beside the rope at the time when it broke, but it did affect me deeply. I've never been able to eat French onions again after that.
It was then, of course, when you released your debut single, which was entitled I'm Too Tired to Do That, which I believe went to #1 in Chile.
Yes, that's right, love. Although some of the press have been jealous about my success. They actually referred to the singles having escaped and not actually released.
And the follow-up single, I'm Too Tired to Do That Again, didn't do as well, and it didn't even make the top 500. Even in Chile. Jealousy
again by the press, you know, but as my late dad said just before he left home, never look back, son, because you never know what's on the next horizon.
Your next venture, I understand you're bringing back entertainment to Belfast. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
2 words, Trixie. Variety. There isn't enough family shows on telly these days. You know, the shows that used to be on a Saturday night in the 70s, like Russ Abbott's Variety Madhouse, Freddie Starr's Variety Madhouse, Who Do You Do, The Comedians, Sunday night at the London Palladium.
Well, I think most of those shows are before my time and before most of the audience's time, Dickie.
Oh, come on now, love. You must have heard of acts like The Crankies and Cannon and Ball, Duncan Norval and Nookie Bear. Anyway, a few pals and myself have got together and we're going on tour with a variety show spectacular. So,
as well as your first trip to Northern Ireland, this is your first stop on your tour. Can you tell us where we can see the show?
In a little pub in Belfast called the Fractured Skull. We want to put the back into entertainment. Certainly sounds very exciting.
What can we expect to see, Dickie?
We got some great acts lined up. We got Billy Blackfoot, the one-eyed knife thrower, and his assistant Doreen. Oh, hold on. Doreen, that was his last one. Shirley. No, she's in intensive care. Jackie Lemesmer, the memory man. What an act. He was supposed to be with me this morning, except he forgot where he put his car keys.
Sounds very unusual, maybe a little bit strange.
Then we got Ernest Balls and his performing dogs. What an act. He's got a Chihuahua and a Doberman do the dance act from Dirty Dancing. One pretends to be Patrick Swayze and the other's Jennifer Grey, and they do the dance. Oh, it's great, heartwarming stuff. Unfortunately, Some of the dogs have had a dodgy kebab and have got they've not been feeling very well. So the 9-dog pyramid might have to be cancelled, as will the dog on bike wall of death.
Any others?
Well, we got Tiny Boleros, the Spanish wonder dwarf. He's 6'10".
So he's not really a dwarf then?
Yes, but he's a giant in the dwarfing world. Then we got Fingers McGinty, the one-armed juggler. What an act! He does this one stunt which would literally make your eyes water.
Oh, well, we're intrigued. What's that about?
Well, he sets fire to his balls and juggles them with his one arm and his tongue.
Sorry, that sounds a bit dangerous, maybe even a bit painful.
Oh no, he's only ever had one injury, and that's been tongue lash or the flaming hot tennis balls landing on his head.
Dickie, you're the producer on this tour, but are we going to get to hear any of your hits from the 70s?
No, my singing days are over, Petal. I do compare, you know, tell a few jokes between the acts, you know, that type of thing, and I do some impressions.
Oh, impressions, who do you do?
That sounds like a Saturday night television programme. Oh, I do all the classics, you know, all the big movie stars, you know, of the day and of yesterday as well.
Would you mind performing a few for us now, Dickie?
No problem, love, I'd be delighted.
So as Dickie prepares himself, I would like to remind our viewers of some of our guests for tomorrow. We will have street singing sensation Trash and her band Minger will be performing a single from their latest album, Dump on the Trash.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day. Okay, one for the young ones then. Just get me a rubber glove. Luke, I am your father. The force is strong in this one.
Anyway, Dickie's show is called Dickie's Big Package and is being performed at the Fractured Skull in Belfast next week. Should be an eventful night for all. Dickie, do you have any plans for the future?
Well, it's like this, love. There seems to be this craze at the moment for taking classic rock and pop songs and putting a story around them.
Yes, you mean musicals like Mamma Mia or We Will Rock You to the music of ABBA and Queen.
That's the ones. What I intend to do, I'm going to take the books of Jane Austen and put behind that the music of the Sex Pistols.
Oh, what's it going to be called, dare I ask?
It's called Never Mind the Pride and Prejudice, Here's the Bollocks.
Bollocks. Seems like a perfect way to end this part of the show. Dickie, I wish you all the success in the future. I have a feeling you're going to need it. And viewers, we'll see you after the break.